and I'm right back on that. Been stocked up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up, when it's half time she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spent most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no left. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, little. Once you run up cash, double back. Baby, show me what your mama made and make that. Yeah, made that. You got such a pretty face, but I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just being honest. You ain't gotta like me, but gotta respect me, make it. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I tell shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I tell shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go. You can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we can hang out. Yes, her and the E go to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Like more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. Yo, my new thing is I don't want you around if you useless.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, we welcome you. That's the punter Ethan Evans to get this started. Off we go from South Philly. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 31, here is second and 6. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Picked up on the 11 yards on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. Tackles made right at midfield. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. The return man can only make a fair catch, and it is at about the 8-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And a good game. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. Off-balance throw, it's complete. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. The shotgun snap to Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, they need 3.
73. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Once again, it's Berkeley. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up 1st and goal.
That's good.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts, but the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want
To the goal line and in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. doubling the score. Here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Drill right, 22.
Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Andrew Makuba up from the safety spot to make the stop.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Hey, 22. Stop.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to look deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Monte Adams, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
On 3rd down, Stafford.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark it just short.
Fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. We are through one. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
No touch that. Trimmer. No touch.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
No touch that. I ain't doing that.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
In punt formation for the Eagles.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he broke through the initial contact. Winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. And a penalty flag down on the play. Let's see who's guilty. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Sidney Brown, the safety, bursting through there to record the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
On the give, it's Williams. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Jalen Carter out of Georgia takes the tackle. Third and long. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 31-yard line.
On play action, Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. An even 40 yards.
Eagles, 1st down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 12.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins. Here comes 2nd and 4.
That's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 6-yard line.
They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
It's now 3rd and 5.
2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles move out on top. 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he couldn't get inside the pylon button. Spectacular return. He's set up his team with first and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Williams trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. Second and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on second and goal.
One more time for Williams. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
From back at the 5, here now third and goal. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Now Stafford on third and goal. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
He'll air this one out for Watkins. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
We see this so often, they call it sudden change. So they teach defenses, Mike. This is a little predictable here. They teach defenses. If we have to take the field following a turnover or some sort of sudden change situation, expect a deep play, expect a trick play. It's just the way offensive coordinators call plays immediately after taking over the possession. And in this case, the defense was ready for it and falls incomplete.
Set to go now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. To the 45. Saquon Barkley. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Elliott now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. So first and 10 here now at the 38. Ready. Now Stafford. He'll take a shot here back to the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. From the 6, here comes a return. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone,
and they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Hurts. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. It's like a design run. Hurts has it, and he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
It's third down and goal to go.
Third and goal for Hurts. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
On first down, it's Stafford. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
And again, it's their inability to prevent negative plays. It's a big reason, Mike, why they find themselves trailing in this game. First play of the series, they already put themselves in a massive hole.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. To throw is Stafford. Taking a shot downfield for Adams. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Keely Ringo.
Stafford's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
On second down, Barkley. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
He should have it up there for the first down. Take it up to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. And an Eagles.
Hurts to the air on first down. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hurts. That's caught by Watkins. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
42-yard line.
To throw, Hurts. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. This one just too far for the receiver in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Stafford. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Mitchell on the coverage.
The motion man is Nakua. That's caught by Puka. Oh, and he's out of bounds inside the 30. It's a big play with Stafford and Nakua. 54 yards.
First down.
Set. Omaha, ready, move.
Stafford now on 1st down. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And he's in. Devontae Adams. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Remember now, with the amended rule, onside kicks are now legal outside the 4th quarter, and they get to try it from the 34-yard line.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the 3rd quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Great.
Hurts going to hand this one to Shipley, and he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
They get 21 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Anyway,
A run with Barkley. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. That's not made by Byron Young.
Made at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's second down and 5. On play action, here's Hurts. Forced to his right. He's got it inside the 5. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Barkley. And he'll go down. That's at the 4-yard line.
And now with that stop on second and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. Third and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Eagles. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
First down, Stafford. The catch. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
Sometimes it just comes down, Mike, to just letting it loose and go make a play. And I think anytime you want to bring a defensive back into your blitz, there's a little bit of a reckless standpoint there. Could you give up a big play downfield? Sure. But when well-timed with the right personnel, it is hard for an offense to pick those blitzes up. And in this case, it catches them off guard and results in a sack.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. To complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be taken down. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And he will score! 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown Rams.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the Hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Great, set.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley.
Saquon Barkley is brought down at the 42-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real 0 to 100.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's in! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
On 1st down, Stafford. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Rams.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That's into the hands of Jordan Whittington. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
2nd and 10.
Set! 180! 20 hot!
throw once more. Here's Stafford. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. It's 3rd and 4.
32.
Again, it's Stafford.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Monday. 250. Hey.
They put Adams in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
No touch that.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Great. Set. Right there, you in it. Delta.
Once again, it's Barkley. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
He was taken down.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
One last throw here for Stafford. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Eagles.